Welcome to Spurs Vision TV. Good evening to all of you guys in Asia. Good afternoon or good morning to all you guys in UK and Europe, and of course, good morning to all you guys in the Americas and especially Canada. This is a very special broadcast that we're doing today, right? We're just giving a special send off to our special, very close friend of ours, Mr. Brian Daigle. He's going back to Canada today from England, right? So we'll be trying to catch him. And guys, those who are in the chats, right? If you just want to send up some messages and all that, I'll read it up to Brian when he comes in. He's on his way to the airport, right? At the moment, we have Robbie from Lily White Lane. Big up to Robbie. I think he's on his break time, right? And of course, Vibuff, Amzo, big up to Amzo, Vibuff, Wayne Bonner, right? Cody Mack's here too, right? Cody, right? While we are doing this, waiting for Brian to appear with Bobby, we'll be just talking a bit about last night's match, right? We won, yay! And we scored 3 goals, yay!
Also conceded 2, boo!
Oh yeah, don't go there, right? Of course.
Well, we almost conceded 5 or 4 at least, right? Yeah. Hugo really, right? I think really was on his game. He pulled off some absolute world-class saves. Honestly, if you ever doubted the quality of this man, he's without doubt one of the best goalkeepers that ever graced the football gloves in Spurs or anywhere in the Premier League. I know, fair enough, he may slip up a few times, but boy, did he pull them out yesterday. We needed that.
Do you notice how we suffer from we struggle against long shots?
Yeah.
All of their shots were basically long shots, and we struggled.
It's because that defense is still a bit, quite a lot leaky. You know, your long shots are your defense is supposed to be able to clean that up with the press. I saw it. I mean, the second goal, especially Vitesse's second goal, was pretty poor. It was like
it was lackluster, wasn't it? It was like, how did that go in?
Yeah, you know, the first one. I mean, obviously a header, set pieces is a lot more 50-50, but that shot should not have got anywhere near the thing if the defense was doing its job.
And there was also stuff that happened in the ground as well. I mean, we've got the fact that Vitesse fans were trying to fight with the Spurs fans. Yeah. And we've got the pitch invasion as well. Well, the little guy running, the pitch invasion happened right in front of me and Rez. We literally sit there and just see this guy bolt across the pitch. Mr. K, where are you, Mr. K? You out the road or something?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. K is always on a walkabout, so that always happens. I've just muted him for a while. Just hold on. Let me unmute him again. Yes, Mr. K. The sound's coming from the side. Yeah, couldn't hear what you said.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Pop my mute.
But yeah, I mean, I said to Josh, I think Lloris is the best shot stopper in the league.
Yeah, 100%. That and Nick Pope. I think him and Nick Pope are level on that.
Hugo's the weakness to Hugo's game is his distribution, right? That's the weak part of his game, right? His distribution, long distribution, isn't wonderfully good. But offer me anyone outside of Pope and Lloris as a shot stopper.
Tony knows up it.
Yeah.
You
know, I mean, how many penalties does he save? You remember the one against Man City against was it against Sterling that he saved the penalty against in the final? You know, I mean, come on, you know, the guy really can do his job when it comes to shot stopping. You know, he's 34 or something. I mean, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He's a brilliant shot stopper. Yeah, Hugo. But the thing is that we were up 3-0 in the first half an hour.
Yeah.
Right. And somehow or another after that, I think we just sat back and, going back to square one again. It scared me a lot because
I wouldn't say we went back to square one. I think we got a bit too complacent.
Yeah.
Which I think is the difference. I mean, the old Spurs. I mean, we're starting to see a change. Like you got to take into consideration as well. Conte's been with these boys for 2 days.
Yeah.
I don't even think that. I think the first time he was just shadowing the training session.
Yeah. I think 36 hours.
2 days. Yeah,
36 hours or so. Yeah.
You can see the change there. Like, and I hate to say it because I slag him off to hell and high water, but Ben Davies actually had a good game.
Yeah.
He actually played well. Like we sit there and complain that he doesn't pick out a pass. Yet you got him, who's a left centre back, picking out passes to Harry Kane, who's on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of player we need, and we're slowly starting to see that. But it's 2 days, not even that. It's less than 2 days down the line, and we're seeing changes like that. The backbone is there, the infrastructure is there. It's all about building on it. We need to learn to we need to learn to give 100% all game instead of getting too complacent when we're ahead and playing back.
Absolutely.
And the thing is that I was quite surprised when Dyer was played at center back. Right, I thought Romero would be taking a spot, but in the end, Romero went onto the left. Oh, sorry, onto the right, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Yeah, onto the right. But I think what Conte is doing now, he's feeling out the players, what they can do, what he needs, and what he expects from them. So, like what he says that right, he's not afraid. So maybe we do have the talent, like we most of what Jose's been saying, what Nuno's been saying. But the thing is getting the best out of these guys, right? Maybe we've been the two past managers been mollycoddling them, right? So I think Conte has come along and said something like, if I'm going to stick something up their butt, right, Levy, don't get involved. Let me do what I have to do.
I think Conte needs to be afraid.
Yeah.
I think Conte needs to learn fair. If he doesn't learn fair, he's going to get caught with his short and curlies.
No. This is the issue, right? There is no weak point that these players can exploit, right? You see, this is what I think. When Mourinho Mourinho came along, I thought that he again would have been that sort of invulnerable character, okay, and that these players wouldn't be able to sort of do an end run around him, right? But he did have vulnerabilities, and his vulnerabilities was that period at the second time with Chelsea and Man United, where he demonstrated he's always been spiky with the press, but the way that he showed it with Chelsea and Man United showed someone who had been weakened, right? And the manner in which he departed both of those clubs, that would have weakened him in the eyes of the footballing world. And so because of that, I think the players could use that and basically could go around him. Conte at the moment hasn't got that weakness of character shown to the rest of the world. So listen, imagine you're a player, Levy has brought in Conte, and in similar vein to all that's gone before, we don't like this about the training session, we don't like that about the training session, we don't like that kind of thing with the training session. Imagine a player goes to Levy now and says, I'm not having fun in the training sessions, right? If Levy has an ounce of sense, he'll turn around and say, I've given you 4 managers. Which manager is going to do a training session that you're going to enjoy? And this is your job, right? It's your job to train. If he tells you to do something, he's your boss. Go and do it. Right?
Yeah, go and do
That's
it.
the way that should be Levy's immediate response.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's what Conte has taken back the reins, hopefully, right, in managing the players, and not Levy's been doing. Just let me read out a few messages from Guguma. Guguma says, I feel like a lot of players stepped up. Maybe they do have were more motivated with Conte as the new manager. Of course, that is a very, very true statement, Guguma. Right? Robbie says from Little White Lane, Kane looked strong yesterday. You could see Conte has told him to stay up the pitch, and there's no need to drop back. Mora looked very positive throughout the game, and Son does what Son does always. Yes,
this is what Reds was saying. This is what Reds was saying when obviously we were pushed back into our own half. Reds was saying, look at Harry Kane. He's past the halfway line. That's exactly what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah. And of course, Guguma says, me too. I thought when Mourinho first came to, he would get the players in line and under him. Yep. I think Mourinho tried, but couldn't get it done. Maybe the fire wasn't strong enough, right? To burn them and
there were chinks. There were chinks in his armor that the players could exploit. There is no chink in Conte's armor.
Guys, the number one kink that Jose had was that he didn't have the ability to replace the players. If you're a player and you feel that you're not getting replaced, then you tried that 110% in the first game or two, the first few weeks, and then after a while, your quality is not really going to rise. You're just playing out your skin. And then eventually, over the period of time, your quality gets shown as to what you're really capable of. Sometimes it'll get exposed, but you have no fear.
Yeah.
Like Conte said, there has no fear. And, did Dele Alli have any fear? No. Did Winks have any fear? No. Did Davis have any fear? Did Ryan Mason have any fear? No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget,
Winks and Davis in the final after a season where everyone and their brother was telling everyone that Winks should be playing. Look, I believe in the power that Conte wields. Everywhere he's gone, people have told stories. And these are not Mickey Mouse stories. These are stories where people say, you know what? Afterwards, when I sat down and realized he was actually right.
Yeah.
And that's what it is that Conte's passion comes out highly aggressive. So initially, when you face the aggression, you don't know what to make of it. But when you go away and think as a professional, you realize the words are actually 100% spot on. Now, will these players be able to get over whatever their fragile little egos are, to be able to think professionally, to think, hey, whatever you just told me is for my good. Whatever Jose told them was for their good, but they didn't treat it that way. He stood on the sideline looking perplexed. Now, Conte, I'm hoping, just like Rez is hoping, just like everyone else is hoping, that this could be finally something to turn the players over. Because as much as we don't like Levy, we got players over there that are taking the maniacal through 3 different managers, right? Time and time again. And, how can you go up against a team which is no better than a League 2 team, and yet you're getting spanked, whose manager is in prison, whose players are playing part-time? Yeah. How can you capitulate a 3-0 lead? Well, guess what? We saw an example just yesterday where they almost capitulated a 3-0 lead. Okay? Yep. So nothing has changed. 2 managers gone by, and that same capitulation was there on display, even in front of Conte. And if it wasn't for the fact that Hugo has been making a lot of noise in the media because he's the captain, he has to speak about how the players feel about the new manager coming in. If it wasn't for his sense of responsibility, right, we would have lost that game. I'm not joking.
Ultimately, we say that Levy is in last chance saloon. So are a lot of these. So is every one of these players.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Ultimately, because it will be a case of and he's done it before. Conte, when I think he went to Juventus first, I think it was, he basically got the players in and not gave them a rollicking per se, but basically really fired them up, really thinking and said, you either deliver or I'm going to fuck you up. That was the essential message he gave them, right? It wasn't those words. Because obviously,
past 10 minutes, you can use that word. Yeah, past 10 minutes.
yeah, but it was like that, and they did. I can't remember if it was Juventus. It might have been a club before, one of the smaller ones that he managed before that. But anyway, and he's done that, and players deliver for him, right? They deliver for him. He's gained a reputation now. There's no weakness that they can look to exploit if they want to play the snakes game. What Wayne has said in the comments is that too many players have become too comfortable at our club. He's absolutely right. Okay, that's the point. Conte has, or I believe he will, and I hope he will. That's what I would love to see, is going to remove that comfort, right? There is no more comfort zone for players at Spurs now, right? You deliver or the door's over there, okay? And if you don't want to walk towards the door, we'll kick you through it. That's the way it should be.
100%. 100%. I think the weakness that was exposed yesterday, I put it down to one player. And it's someone that I've said gets a lot of stick, but I think he fucking deserves it this time. Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer was absolutely dire. Like there's no if buts or maybes about it. Those goals come from a weakness on the right hand side of our defence, and it was through Eric Dyer. Romero being sent off. Now the first yellow card was absolutely weak. There was nothing in it. Why he was yellow carded to start off with, I don't know. The second time round, a lot of people are saying actually the yellow card was deserved, but again, he wouldn't have been sent off if the first yellow card wasn't given.
Yeah,
true. Right.
So now, utter dog shit. Utter dog shit.
Yeah, but guys, just let me give a big shout out to Chris Agamba. Chris, thanks for the support. Right, and of course, Wayne had his statement out, and of course, Robbie from Lily White Lane. Hi, Arthur. Welcome to the show.
Hiya, guys.
Hello, Arthur.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I ask, Arthur, is the missus about? Because I might go into hiding if she is.
Oh yeah.
She's around. Don't worry.
I called her a heathen, and now I'm probably a dead man.
I'd say she's waiting to take your scalp, Rez, but you haven't got one.
No.
Listen, guys, on Twitter,
nothing there.
guys, I think about a year ago on the social media, the hashtag of dire shit was, we were being told that it was inappropriate, it was wrong to use words like that, and people stopped using it. I think we have to change that to diabolical.
Look, listen, guys, I've come in late on this, and I watched it, and I have to say, the first 15-20 minutes, I thought we were brilliant. I mean, with 3 goals up, every 10 minutes we were scoring a goal. Yep. All of a sudden, we went to rat shit. Excuse my French, but we did. And it's not Conte's fault; it's the players. Yeah, all of them, not just one.
No, I disagree with you on that.
One out. I'm going to single them all out.
Okay, just on that, right? Robbie says the second half seems like we were playing under Nuno again, and that's not Conte's fault. It's down to these players used to playing defensive football, right? Our wing backs going narrow
at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with the second part of that statement, because you cannot blame both wing backs. Reguilon, yeah, you can, but Royal was up and down that wing more times than a yo-yo. I have never seen someone run so much like we did Royal yesterday. He was absolutely fantastic. What a player! Yeah. What a player! That is potentially the best bit of business we've done in the summer. If we can get him playing like that every week, we are set. What we need to focus on now. What we need to focus on now is an Eric Dyer replacement, because I think Eric Dyer was the weak link of that team, and and both the goals come from a mistake. Both the goals from them come from an Eric Dyer mistake. The set piece, Eric Dyer. The goal, Eric Dyer. Just he was terrible. He was.
Go on. Say one thing.
Josh, can I just squeeze this in? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, you go. No,
and that is, I thought when Sanchez came on, I thought he was immense.
Sanchez was brilliant. He got stuck in.
I think even with a split head, he was a soldier in that defence.
Yep. Thoroughly agree. What did you think? What did you think of Ben Davies?
Yeah.
I thought he played quite well, actually.
Yeah.
Did
you?
One
thing about Dyer, just one
he
thing.
Was solid. Solid.
In the same way that Ben Davies had a good game yesterday, so we could extrapolate that he's going to improve, or we could extrapolate that he's not going to improve. The same is true of Dyer. Remember, it's only one game.
Yes.
Yep.
We don't know. One thing we know is that Dyer has a reputation for being a very smart boy, right?
Yep.
He seems to understand, and when a coach gives him instruction. One game is not, one swallow does not make an orgy, right? We've got to basically give them time. If Dyer doesn't improve, if he continues his weaknesses, I knew you'd like that, Kay. If he continues his weaknesses, yes, absolutely replace him. But we've got to see whether or not these players.
But guys, please. Yesterday we were playing Vitesse. Okay, somewhere 6 or 7 in the Dutch division, area division, right, in the Dutch league. So I think the big test will actually come against Everton. You see, I think this game, a big test, one of the not Conte's first big test, because we are playing against a team which is actually not up to our standards in every aspect, right? There were a lot of sayings that the whole team cost the price of Ndombele, all right? But what Conte was doing yesterday, maybe he's testing the back line, and I think he has confidence that our front line, right, can do the job. It's now whether the midfield, the connection between the midfield and the back line, will they do their job, right? Absolutely. And what I was saying, if we change that formation yesterday, maybe like with Sanchez on the right center back and Romero middle center back, and maybe on the left center back you play Rodon or something like that without Dyer, we might see that change in the Everton game, because for all what Conte has to do now, he has to gauge what the players can do, right? And seeing us concede 2 goals against a team like Vitesse, right? And I'm not giving any slack to Vitesse. Vitesse really pushed us to a certain limit.
They did.
Yeah. And the thing is that maybe we let them push us to the certain limit. So that's what, remember, Conte was saying that it was a crazy game, you know. It was up and down, you know, right? Which Conte never likes games like that because Conte likes to be in control. You know, if you're 3-0 up,
stability,
right, stability, you don't concede like that. So I think he does see the mistakes, what's happening. And hopefully, like, you know, we all hope, right? He'll get it right.
He did mention, like he said that the improvements needs to be made in every player. So there was not one single player he felt satisfied with. He pretty much said it, like every single player. And it was after that he said, I'm not afraid. Because after making a statement like that, where you're saying literally, there's no one here, I have to make men out of everyone. Right? And that includes Kane.
What I'm pretty sure he's doing, right, is that he was testing that defense, and it's a great forum for him to test the defense against a weak side like Vitesse. But look at it this way, right? Look who he started with. He started with Davis, Dyer, and Romero. Right now, Romero is one of our most expensive defenders. He's deemed to be a star talent. Then you've got Davis and Dyer. Those are the 2 most senior central defenders we've got. Then who did he replace? Then who did he bring on? Sanchez next, who's the next most senior, right?
Yes.
So I think he's working his way down the list almost, you know, sort of saying, right, I want to try these guys first. They're the ones with the experience. They're the ones that have been at the club a long time. Let's see what they can do. Then I'm going to see what this guy can do. Then I'm going to see what this guy can do. And it's all about forming. I mean, I've never coached. I'm not Stelios. But
just logged off.
Logically,
Brad.
Good to see you, Brad. Logically, it would appear to me that he will. Right now, it's all about gathering information and data about these players. You know, he might have some knowledge of them because he's involved in football, but he's not observed them firsthand. You know, he's not necessarily had all the information about them. And he's got to build a portfolio, if you like, you know. Or
so what do we do? What do we do then? What do we do? Guys, do we go on.
I was going to bring 2 points here. 2 points here. One is I really want to ask this question, and then I'll put it through to Brad because hi, Brad, you're here. Which was, did anyone see the training video that Tottenham put out when it came down to our players and the new training methods that they were employing?
You mean the 15-minute video they put up?
If you look very carefully, you find that there was like 20 million staff there.
Yeah,
I think that's all for
there
sure.
was one guy leading the players in training, and everyone else is standing around looking. And the players are there, standing there, and they're doing their training, and there's like all these people in blue jackets all around them, looking, observing, being very, very with their eyes on everyone. And I think that was a deliberate ploy by Conte. They expect the new regime to make the boys step up. But anyway, Brad, good to see you here, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel that we've got to be careful. We can't make a judgment on one game. And let's face it, what did he have, a day or so to train them?
Yeah.
Nowhere near enough time.
No.
Everton will be a little bit closer because he's got, I think they're off today and they're training Saturday.
For
the Sunday game. He needs a bit of time. But once he does, I think you're going to find there's a few going out that door.
And Scott M, Stelios is a coach, and he's been always saying it on his shows. I do not know why
he never mentions it. He never mentions it.
No. He's never mentioned it recently. If you go back to his old shows, he always says that he's been a coach. We know.
It's basically
we've been with him for a long time. We know.
Yeah. It's Cody, me, and Bob that sort of keep needling him about it. You know,
I don't know. I think Scott might be taking the mic there because let's face it, he mentions it every 2 breaths he gets.
No.
Not nowadays.
Big time, Kate. No. Still was top notch. He's brilliant. But we do take the piss a little bit.
Does anyone think that? I think people since the Conte appointment have been getting a little bit carried away. I think it's a great appointment, and I think he's going to do wonders for this club. But suddenly, you know, it's like, oh, Everton will be shaking in their boots. Oh, we're going to put 6 past Vitesse, and it's like, hang on, this guy's only been there for for 2 training sessions, and it's the same players that were crap against Man United. So it's going to take time. I'm confident that it will get there, whether with these players or other players. But I think a little people are getting a little bit carried away. But to be fair, I can't really blame them because it is an exciting appointment, definitely.
It's like,
but are you not excited? Are you not excited that he's only got an 18-month contract? That means there's a possibility that maybe Poch might come back.
We need to stop with this Poch stuff. This is not happening. Poch is not happening. Ollie gets sacked, Poch goes to United. That is literally how it's going to go down.
Listen, guys, remember that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take time.
Exactly. The analogy that I use is that Spurs is like a broken down old jalopy, right?
Yes.
And that you want to turn into a performance vehicle, right? And Conte's the mechanic, right? You don't do that in one go. You can't. There's too much work to be done.
No, you got to get you got to order the parts in, and then you got to polish it, and
you got to.
You have to unstuck. You have to unstuck the turbo
to rebuild. It's going to take
some WD-40 around the bolts.
Yeah, exactly.
You get your turbo unstuck.
Right? We need to be patient. We really need to be patient, and more than saying we need to be patient with Nuno, right? Because Nuno was like the YTS trainee mechanic that we wanted to rebuild the car with, right? He had a lot of learning to do himself. Conte is a master mechanic, right? But he can't do everything at once. There's so much to do. So
I'll tell you what. I know it doesn't mean anything if you're sitting there gesticulating and shouting and that, but it was really nice to see him there. Doing this, doing the old Glenn Hoddle. Glenn Hoddle used to do that, didn't he?
I was quite surprised by the fighting.
Yeah, they interviewed Berbatov once, and he said none of us knew what he was going on about.
It's just all for show, isn't it? It's all for show.
Poor Glenn.
But the question I have to raise is now we've seen somewhat of a slither of what he's bringing. Where do we improve? Where do we focus our improvements on? Just if we're going strictly off of one game, where do we need to improve?
Well, defensively, obviously.
No, I think we.
Yeah.
I know. First of all, is the fans. No. First of all, the fans. They're the 12th man. We as the fans, we need to step up first. We need to put our belief and back the manager. We need to show the players that we back the manager, and by consequence, we back the players. Once they know that is true, then they can start to do their thing on the pitch, on the training, and so forth. Okay, but as fans, we need to show ourselves first that we're behind the manager, we're behind the players. Get on with it, boys. You got your third chance now. 3 strikes. If you get this one out, you're out the door.
To be honest, Kay, I thought we showed them in that game yesterday. The fans are right behind them, right? It wasn't the fans that let them down this time. It was the bloody team. Yeah. You know, as I said,
I do not care what anyone says. Me and Reds were at this game yesterday, right? And as loud as we were, Vitesse fans were twice as loud.
Yeah,
they are some of the loudest fans I've ever encountered on any match I've been to. For 90 minutes, no pause. 90 minutes, they were singing, they were chanting, and they were always out drowning us. You could hear them clear as day.
We need to do that. We as fans, Tottenham fans, we need to make sure that the opposition fans hear us good, and the opposition players hear us good, and our players, when they're on the pitch, they hear us good as well. And they mustn't hear us the groaning and the moaning. No, we got to pick them up. Look, this is the last chance for us. After Conte, who do you think is going to touch us?
Yeah.
Exactly. Can you do me a favour? Can you go and tell that to the shell side Spurs, please? The people that sit in the shell side of the stadium. Because me and Rez were trying to chant, and no one was joining us.
I'm hoping they're watching this.
The wall of sound, the wall of sound singing, top of their lungs. Yeah. Shell side, quiet as a mouse. Quiet.
Yeah. Well, we were in the West Ham.
All the fans need to be in unison.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said to Josh on the way in, I would love just once, when the South Stand, start singing where the park lane Tottenham, and the shelf go where the shelf side Tottenham. I would love the North Stand and the West Stand, especially the West Stand, just once to go where the high road Tottenham. You know,
I normally the only one.
Once.
Yeah, I sing along. I'm normally singing, I'm the yearling, I'm the yearling, I'm the yearling Tottenham. So,
I can hear you when you do that.
Yeah, but guys, you know, yesterday, I mean, the Vitesse fans were really loud, right? And what Stelios was showing on a part of his video halfway yesterday during the match, right? They were a bit rowdy too, if I'm not mistaken. There was some scuffles going on with the stewards and all that. On one side,
putting it mildly, they were violent thugs.
They were.
I'll pull my video up. I'll show you my perspective of it because I've got a video of it.
What? So you're in the shelf stand where you guys?
No, West
West Lower. We were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're pretty near to me then. So I'm in the West Lower, closer to the South Stand.
Where we were seated was actually because we bought tickets off of a third party, off of someone that I know. But the seats that we had was one row in front of Reggie's season ticket.
Oh right,
literally,
brilliant. Actually, I think I've seen your video. So you're closer to the North Stand, weren't you? I think from
yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Because I put the caption was Vitesse fucking vile.
That's it.
Caption,
yeah. Okay. Right.
They were really. I mean, it was just. I don't understand these people. What do you hope to achieve? What do you hope to achieve?
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. Back in the bad old days of hooliganism, it was always the English and the Dutch were the main culprits, really.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just carried on. Maybe it's because they're a lower league team. I don't know. You know.
Yeah. The thing is, I had every intention of vlogging my experience yesterday, but the beers got involved, and then I fucking forgot.
Sure, I don't know what you mean.
Reminds me when we played Feyenoord.
Sorry, say that again.
I said it reminds me of when we played Feyenoord back in the 70s. That was a real. I mean, I had a pal came back from there on crutches, busted leg and everything. They threw him off the top of the stand.
It just made no sense because you had the Spurs fans in the boxes above the Vitesse fans. Vitesse fans were basically just jacking each other up into the box.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Arthur. Wasn't that Feyenoord ruck what caused Billy Nick to resign? Didn't he quit after that?
I think it did have something to do with it. Yes, because they had the rare over there, and then we almost got caught up in the one back at the lane, the return. And what they were doing, the Spurs fans were jumping the Feyenoord fans in the end. They had these big posters.
Yeah.
So one guy would have it, and about four people wide, you'd have another guy with it. So it was a big flag. Yeah. So they grabbed them off of them, and I think they were 2v2s or something, and they were breaking it over their heads. And all the ambulances arrived. They were carting bodies off left, right, and centre. I called up with my cousin. He had two little kids, and his father-in-law. I pushed him up one of the houses at the back of the stands and stood in the doorway, which was about 15, 20 foot from the actual street. And it was all going on outside, bodies everywhere.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
The worst one I ever saw was Spurs-Liverpool.
Yeah. How are you doing, Privy?
Dreadful.
I'm fine.
And Wayne Bonner is saying this was the 1974 the cup final.
That's it.
That was the first final we ever lost as well, I think.
Are tickets for Rennes on sale yet? They're not, are they?
No, not yet.
No.
I bought the 3 for the price of 2. Although I couldn't go last night, but that's why I put it on the ticket exchange. But
there's Urban Slap.
No, I was just I'm gonna try. Because I owe Res one massively, so I was going to try and get us a ticket with the missus and the kids as well.
I think they are available. I think they are on sale.
Yeah. I've just looked on the Spurs site. There's nothing on there, so
it could be.
But I mean, ultimately, I mean, for me, I don't understand the idea. I mean, in a way, you can. I don't condone, but you can sort of understand in the days of the sort of rampant hooliganism. You know, it was like firm against firm, so you can understand it happening in that environment. You don't condone it, but you can see how it happened. You can see the mechanism as to how it happened. what do Vitesse fans expect to happen when they start doing that in the modern game?
Listen, I don't expect. You got to think about it as well. Look where they are in the Dutch league, yeah? And look where we are. We are Tottenham fucking Hotspur, one of the biggest. We are perhaps the biggest team in London, right?
Yeah, but I think this might be a European thing.
Yeah, but when you've got fans coming up to you after the game, saying there was a fan that come up to Reds when we were walking back from the Bill Nick. Oh, we deserved the point, yes? No, you fucking didn't, mate. You lost the game. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but if you think about it for a second, right? Yeah.
20 minutes.
No, but if you think about the way that Romero got his red card, right? Yeah.
It's bollocks.
Like, what the hell? It's like what he's doing a rugby tackle on next man's legs, right? Yeah, after he falls down, and then gets himself injured because he gets a heel in the ribs. No, so when you turn around and say, what was the point? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. European style is slightly different, you know. But the thing is, the silliness all around. The fans giving it all that type of malarkey about deserving it after trying to beat us up and all that. No, allow that. They're talking rubbish. But coming back to our players, you know, they shouldn't be getting that red card. Romero's got far too many red cards, man. He's already been here a little while. How many red cards has he received? 2, 3?
That's the first red card.
One that really deserved the red.
He should never have been sent off. He should never have been booked to start off with. The first yellow card was never a yellow card.
Yeah, the first booking was.
The guy that should have seen red straight away was the guy that stuck his bloody boot into Sanchez's head.
Oh, we were shouting that. Can we talk about the officiating? Because even though Vitesse had a player sent off, it still felt like it was 11 versus 10. Because the ref was so in favour of Vitesse. Like there were times, things were happening directly in front of me and Reds. We're like, "That's a yellow card." No, nothing at all.
Josh, back pocket, money, all springs to mind.
The ref was Italian as well. The ref was Italian as well. Says everything you need to know, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dreadful.
The one thing I will say, he did give. He did get. I mean, on the We Are Tottenham TV fan show last night, and I made the point that I thought the second half performance by Kane was an absolute masterclass in centre forward shithousery play.
Yeah,
because he just basically used his and got the foul. He got the foul all through that half, and the referee did actually give a load of free kicks, and he got that player booked as well. So. Yeah, I think the referee in that's from watching on TV. Obviously, when you're not at the ground, you can't see what's happening in front of you.
Have you had a chance to look back at the straight red for the goalkeeper yet? Because I know you were saying yesterday, because I was watching on the way back home yesterday. Depending on which way you look at it, if you think he's going to hit his chest, it's going to hit his chest. If it looks like he's going to hit his arm, it's going to hit his arm. Has anyone actually looked at it and analysed it properly? Was it a blatant handball?
I haven't really looked at it.
It doesn't matter whether it was a blatant handball. You know why? When Emerson hit that shot, right?
There was an argument saying his arm was in a
unnatural position.
Natural position.
Sticking
out. It was unnatural. It was unnatural.
It was a very subjective red card. I'll say that. It was a very subjective red card. And this is the thing for me. I said on Twitter, although we benefited from it in the end, that official and his team were absolute dog shit. They were absolutely awful.
True.
They were tragic.
I would suggest they were way out of their depth in that game.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be. This is European football, for God's sake.
Yeah.
This is Europe, and it's a televised game. Have someone that is have a Champions League ref officiating. If a game like that where it's on TV, you think about it, when you've got Championship football on and it's on TV, it's a Premier League ref that's officiating it.
Yeah. Yes.
What about League One then?
Absolutely.
League One's the same. League One's the same.
There's no VAR in the Conference League. That's
but there is in Europa League and there is in the Champions League.
I think about it in a couple of games on the Conference League. I think
probably as pilots. Yeah.
Yeah, but surely we're in the Tin Pot League right now. I don't really expect that much anyway.
I think
it's so blatant that
there was a couple of incidents in the last Vitesse game where
the first Vitesse game.
Hi Kim.
Hi Kim. How was your Turkish yesterday?
Lovely, really nice. Went to the Spur restaurant. And,
we tried to meet up with you after the game, but then the Bill Nick was shut.
Oh yes.
Pain in the arse.
Pain in the bum. Well, next time there'll be plenty of time, Josh.
Yeah.
Kim, weren't you supposed to follow Bobby with Brian or something?
Sorry, was I?
They're supposed to follow Bobby up to the airport with Brian. No.
No, not supposed to follow him. I was the initial plan was I was going to go with Bob to Brian, but they ran out because he decided to do a We Are Tottenham TV stream for an hour and a half. We kind of run out of time, so I'm doing this now.
Urban,
you've got to work with me, guys.
I told him to piss off.
Urban Slap, did you see the game yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
What were your thoughts on the blatant fouling that was going on and the referee and that kick to Sanchez's head?
On an honest note, I think this was like one of the return answers, if you know what I mean. Like, because even in the first Vitesse game that we had, Scarlett was nowhere to be seen, but then there were a couple of fouls that should have probably gone our way. We didn't really get those. And when we saw the match yesterday, this looked like, we're trying to fight fire with fire, but the fire just extinguished before it started, like the defense especially. We could have probably done without the giving away the 2 goals, but with Romero doing what he did, I mean, it's sort of like unnecessary, if you know what I mean.
I think yesterday's game couldn't have gone any better because it showed Conte every single side of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Yes,
everything.
It showed the potential that was there. Definitely 100% showed the potential that we have, but then it also showed the weakness.
Yeah,
and the weakness of it being we need to bolster that defense. Now, I've got a little bit of a something in my mind that I really want to happen. Now, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the French league, but there is a particular player whose contract could be terminated within the next couple of weeks. 35 years old, PSG, hasn't started a single game. Sergio Ramos, get him on a fucking free, get him in the back, get that experience. Even on a 1-year deal, bring him in, please.
Yeah,
get that experience in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, goodbye.
Yeah.
That's what we need. If you want someone that's going to lead that defense, Sergio Ramos is your man. Not only that, Romero learns off of him. If we keep Ben Davies, because Ben Davies had a good game yesterday, and I'd like to see where this goes. Ben Davies will learn off of him. Get someone like that in that squad.
Absolutely. Guys, do you feel that if that team was
very solid?
Yeah, guys, do you feel that if the team yesterday playing was Manchester United or Liverpool or Man City and one of their players got kicked in the head, do you think that the officials would have actually done something?
Yes.
Because I got a funny feeling that Tottenham, the way that it currently is and the way that it has been in the past, it's not just the media that seems to be biased against it. It's also the officials.
What needs to happen? What needs to happen is Davinson Sanchez needs to take acting lessons, because if he had milked it and rolled around on the floor, because he didn't roll around on the floor, he got up and was like that.
He needs to learn from Lamela.
He needs to watch some WWE. That's what he needs to do.
You know who it reminded me of? Terry Butcher. Do you remember?
The wrap around the head, right? Aaron, how are you, Alan? But no, in the end of the day, like all been saying, right? Yesterday's game is something like first step for Conte to see what kind of players he has, right? Their confidence, and of course, I think the fans actually we all showed up. The stadium was the stadium fully packed by home fans.
Pretty much. The upper tier wasn't even opened up. Yeah. But and there were a couple of seats here and there that weren't filled up. But obviously COVID and shit. Like, the reason we got our tickets the way that we did is because the person who was going with his kids, he tested positive for COVID, so he didn't go. Which is how we got the tickets.
Oh dear.
So I mean, obviously that. But if it wasn't a thing, that stadium would have been packed.
Oh. Hi.
The boss is here, Rez.
Oh, boss is here, right? You better hide.
He's hiding. Let's sit up.
Sit
up. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Yes, miss.
Rez, you forgot to salute. That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know when you told me that you told her that I'd called her a heathen, right? the image I had in my mind.
Where's our special guest?
He's just checking in, so he'll be over. All right. He'll be over in about 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. Got it in time? No hassle?
Yeah. Plenty of time. Plenty of time for him to have about 15 fags. So, yeah.
15 fags. Yeah, he needs it before he flies.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Let's fly.
Let's. How things, boys?
All I'm going to say Brian fucking Daigle. All right, guys. Okay.
Yeah, it was a quick
okay. Let me say this first, okay? Since Brian's going to join us soon, he's not here yet. When he joins us, I'll first start off with my say. Then each of us will have his.
He's already watched it. He's already saw you guys.
My gosh,
I was driving. He goes, oh, Eugene's doing a special. I'm like, all right. And he clocked on. And then when he watched it, you were just saying, oh, it's a special send off for Brian Daigle. I was like, oh man. So it's,
that's the end of the stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Okay, the stream's over. We're going home now. Bye, Bob.
All together, piss off, Brian.
He'll be here in a sec. Let me see where he is.
Let me take his time because he's to check in and all that. How's the SOPs going on over there? All right, and I got one more guest. Alan, how are you?
1 hour.
Yep. All right, guys, if you're watching out there, at the moment we are a full house, and those guys who want to hop on, or please put it in the chats to say goodbye to send off a proper send off for our general. Right, I'll have a first. I'll say.
What's Kay doing?
Kay is always walking about. And of course, guys, I will have a few videos. Some of the guests who can't come on today.
Electrical work now.
Some of the guests who can't come on today. I have done some short videos for Brian, right? And at certain parts, let's see if anybody else is trying to hop on. Who will hop off and hop on again, right? And what's that sound?
I think it's Adam's outside. So
it's either Adam or Mr. K. But Mr. K's on mute, so yeah, it'd be Adam, I think.
Adam and Mr. K. Alan, how are you, Alan? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have too much time, so I just popped on to just kind of wish Brian,
he's literally he's at the desk. He's at the desk checking in now, so he'll be over in about a minute or so. Any minute.
That's good. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I'm just wondering, Bobby.
Unless they find the drugs.
What? Not on my show.
Which ones?
It's Adderall.
The ones I stashed on him earlier, trying to get them back to Canada, but
Lemsip. He's smuggling Lemsip.
Aaron's got 25 grand, hoping that Brian gets through customs. Yeah.
Dude, I've got a suitcase padded out, man. You wouldn't believe what I've got stashed in there.
Guys,
25 grand, hoping that Brian gets through customs.
Just if British Customs is watching this now, most probably he won't get past it.
Don't worry, I'm in Ireland, man. So they can blame me. Come and get me.
That's what I wanted. That's why I want the tattoo on his
arse. Guys, someone's microphone is killing someone's ears. Honest to God.
You've got a border force officer sat right here.
Yeah. From the Home Office directly.
Rez, I'll slip you 20. I'll slip you a 20-pack of B&H Blue if you just let us go under the radar, mate.
Nah. But
allegedly,
don't forget the allegedly part, right?
The word that gets you out of every argument.
Allegedly, and in my opinion.
Okay, that's a good one.
And now, come on, you Spurs. You can say someone say your fucking opinions are wrong. You're talking crap, and I think you're a bit of a dickhead. And Højbjerg's the best player in the world, in my opinion. Come on, you Spurs. And suddenly everything's okay.
Okay.
I can't. I'll come back in 1 minute, guys.
Okay,
it's
all
like
right.
The old Martin Yole story. I don't know if you guys have heard this. Have you heard this Martin Yole story? He basically there was a game in which he had a referee made a really annoying decision, pissed Martin off, and in the tunnel afterwards, he went up to this referee and he said, was having a go at him for the decision. He said, "Look, can I say that? Can I call you a prick?" Right?
yeah, he did.
And the ref turned around and said, "No, you can't really call someone a prick. That's just not on." So Martin Yole said to him, "Well, can I think that you're a prick?" And the ref said, "Well, yeah, I can't stop you thinking what you want to think." So then Martin Yole turned around and said, "Okay, I think you're a prick."
That's just so Brian. He's over his weight, so he's got some charges. So I've had to quickly give him my debit card to go and pay for it.
Hi, Derek. Derek Johnson is here too. If you want to put a message in for Brian Daigle, right? Feel free to. Right, we had loads of background noise. Okay, somebody's
Brian's over his weight because of the drugs he's got in his suitcase.
I wasn't going to say anything there. I was keeping quiet, man.
Guys in the chat, right? Any of you guys want to send a message to Brian? I'll read it out to him, right? Right. I'll read out to him, right? He's a great guy, right? And he especially went over to the UK, London, right, for his holiday, and he spent, I think, 80% of his time trying to protest, doing shows, talking about Levy, and in the end, we got Conte, right? So a lot to do is that we've been supporting him and the cause for all these time, right? So that's why he deserves this today, right? He really deserves it. And we have a few guests who can't join us today, has done actually short videos for him, right? So after we have had our say to him and all that, I'll put those videos on. Right, and hopefully by then he might have to go and catch his flight. That's why I'm trying to ask Bobby. Bobby, he might miss his flight after this. What is the SOPs in Heathrow now? After he checks in, right, he has to pass through immigration, customs, then he gets to the gate.
Security.
Yeah. So after he's checked in, he can come back out here and then do whatever he needs to. Then he can piss off. So
yeah. Who has the crackle in the mic? Okay, maybe someone
else.
For
God's sake, I think mine is just a disaster. Hang
on. Adam, how was the interview?
Yeah.
Interview went very, very smoothly, lads. I'm pleased to say. It was just an informal, 15 minutes, even less than 10-minute phone call. He asked me a fair few questions, where I went to college, why I chose the college, and do I have a laptop that can because I'm in a media course, so she obviously asked me, did I have a working laptop with all the software for editing and all that stuff? So and I said, yeah, I do, and it's booted up and ready to go. So it went very well.
Yeah. Awesome. And did they ask you when you're gonna have your own YouTube channel?
I'm glad they didn't, because I still don't. I should have mentioned. Yeah, I should have mentioned that I'm on the French channel. Oh my god! I should have said by the way. Yeah, by the way, big up Spursuation, big up us for big up Irish us for all of them. I would have just spent 10 minutes picking everyone up. It's all right. I can do that in my next interview, which is next Monday, and that's a Zoom meeting one. So it's a bit
I wouldn't recommend it, Adam. They'll only watch. They'll only go back and watch you and see who the hell you're associated with on these channels, mate. You seriously could be jeopardizing yourself there.
Hire me on the spot. No, they'll hire me on the spot, I'm sure.
Just an update. I think he's having an argument with the check-in lady. So I don't know if she's either questioning about his pag or she's a Levy fan. I don't know. It's one or the other. So
he's just flirting. That's just flirting.
You're Brian Daigle. You're the guy that got Levy out of my club. Fuck you, Brian.
Guys, if anybody's got some feedback, just mute it a bit, and when you want to talk, go ahead, right? Because there's a lot of feedback coming from the back at the moment, according to
how do I test that?
No, you're okay. Oh, the baby crying.
Cool.
I know who the baby crying is. Baby crying is Josh. Winter, don't cry, Winter. Winter. The baby's name is Winter.
Oh,
I should be muted, so I don't understand how you can hear that.
Yeah.
Listen. As it is right now, it's just a touch of feedback that goes through that really crackles everything across. But don't worry about it. Listen, right now, the number one thing is Brian's watching this right. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Let's big him up one time. There's 10 of us on the stream
now. He's not watching it yet. In fact, he's coming on the stream within the next 2 minutes. In fact, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, I think there's 11 of us on the stream if you include obviously Kim and Arthur being a double couple there, you know what I mean, up front. So yeah, we got a full team here, mate, you know.
No, we got more than that.
We're going to get 4 people actually. And our son.
Tottenham Tantrum, big up,
Jesus Christ.
Together now.
Oh my God! You know what? Literally, do you know what, guys? First of all, I'm blown away by this, but I have to say, I was literally in the car and I just went to Bobby. Oh, Eugene's going live. He's like, oh, is he? And I was like, okay. So I went live and they go, we're having a very special show, and I was like, what's going on? And then, one second. Let me just technical difficulties, people. 1 second. Where the fuck's it gone? There we go. You can see we're live. And then and then literally he said, "Don't worry, we've all arranged this, mate." I am blown away by everyone. Honestly, it has been a pleasure. Oh, Aaron's here as well, man.
Yeah,
Aaron's here. Look, I can see, mate. All you guys, I love you so very much. And if you're not on a plane to Canada within a year,
not in a gateway.
yes, obviously not, sir. If you're not all in Canada within a year, you're going on my naughty list. You're going on the Levy list. I think you guys know you don't want to be on that list.
Save up, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
I have to save up, right?
Each and every one of us will have a few words for you, right? Brian, I'll go first. General Daigle, you're a man of your word. You went over to London, right? You spread your message. We pushed it for you. The stadium pushed it for you, and now we've got Conte. Big up.
Thank you, brother.
Right, Rest, your turn.
Hey Brian, I've got I know you don't drink, but I've got a Peroni beer in your honour because I think without you, we probably wouldn't have got Conte, because I think that chant of Levy out on Saturday, I think actually it struck a chord with Levy, I think, and he suddenly thought, shit, I better do something. But hey, look, to think that a few months ago, I'd probably just seen you on TV, watching you. And then we got to know each other through Spurs Asian TV, I think it was.
Yep.
And then you came over here and I met you. And it's, as I said last night, it's an absolute honour and privilege to know you. And I'm going to miss you, even though I'm going to see you on TV all the time. But it's been absolutely brilliant. And I can't, the love I've got off of all you people and the acceptance I've got is absolutely brilliant. And I think, a lot of that's down to you, Brian, doing this sort of stuff. So absolutely brilliant. And I hope you have a safe flight. And actually, I'm choking up now.
I had to cry all the way home.
Yeah, I know. And I look forward to meeting up with you in Toronto, or if you come over here before then. I reckon it'll probably be next year sometime, but I'm definitely going to come to Toronto without a doubt. So, cheers, Brian.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.
All right. And who needs to go off first? Wants to go first? Alan or Mr. K?
I'll go.
I've got to go quickly back from my lunch because my lunch is finished. My boss is trying to call me now.
Okay, I'll let K go.
Sorry about that.
I'll let K go.
Guys, Brian, I didn't get the opportunity to actually bump into you. I got way too lumbered in last weekend, but the heart was there. The invitation from yourself was there. You came all the way across the Atlantic just to kind of be with us. You represented something for 15 years, and now there's a whole community that's been formed around you. We've all been climbing towards this one little place, right? And the flag that's in the middle of this place was you. Yeah. Honest to God, you're going to hear this from a lot of people. You've heard it already. You heard it in the past. Now you're going to keep hearing it in the future. This avalanche you've created, where you've been so consistent with your voice. And in the past, you were the lone voice. I mean, there were other people doing it in other places, but you were the lone voice in the front trying to get things done. And that was a very lonely journey. And right now, we're grateful that you did that because it's given us the belief that we can also do it. And you've been there to help us every step of the way. Every single person that's in the Spurs family that formed a stream You were the first person to volunteer to say, you know what, I'll help you get started. I'll help you get into the stream. I will become a panelist. I will be there. And literally, I remember in 1 week, you were literally there like every single hour of the day, every single day of the week, in everybody's stream. And for that, you know, big up, big up. 3 wise men, you were one of the wise men.
Thank you, sir. I knew that wouldn't be short.
You know what? I feel like for people that remember the show, I feel like I'm on This Is Your Life. Yeah.
We've got Levy coming on next.
Oh, yeah. Well, please.
I gotta make a move, guys. I gotta get back to my work.
Okay, I'll see you in Canada.
Have a safe
Cheers,
journey,
brother.
bro.
We'll speak when I get back.
Yeah.
Definitely. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Levy out.
Levy out.
Levy out.
Levy out.
And Adam, you want to go?
Yeah. You know what? Whenever I get asked, like, who's Brian Daigle, because obviously I mention you a lot in conversations I have with other people, no, there's no content I can pay you that can do you justice, man. Like, honestly, not only did you inspire me to just because I found you very soon after going on Days Channel. Not only did you inspire me to be more confident in real life, but you also inspired me to support the other fan channels. Like, you're one of the main reasons why I support as many fan channels as I do, and why I basically go on this crusade of Liam Neeson style, and subscribing to every single channel. So yeah, and also I absolutely love it when you pay me compliments, because it shows that people out there are are accepting me. Sorry, I am pausing this up, man. They just put me on the spot. No, but whenever you compliment me, it helps a lot with my confidence, because I'm a person who has suffered absolutely tremendously in my life with self-confidence. So, and also it has a knock-on effect in my actual life, because as a result of you making me feel more confident about myself, I'm able to have my friendships have gotten much better, because I feel more comfortable around them now. So yeah, I can't explain it very well, but just rest assured that's because of you, man. So you have really helped me a lot with my mental health, and you didn't even deliberately do it, and we all know how important mental health is. I know, I should be mentioning the fan channels a lot, but I mean, that's the main thing you've done for me, Brian. And it is actually, like Brad said, it is just an honor to even know you, and to even chat to you on WhatsApp. And also, I have to say a massive, huge thank you to you as well for allowing me to come on your channel. And I would absolutely love to become a regular panelist on there as well. Whenever you need me, I'll be here, and I'll try and work around my schedule for you. Right?
Adam, you're a superstar, brother. You're a superstar, mate, and you will be coming on all the time, brother. So we'll be in touch soon.
Thanks.
I'm getting very emotional, by the way.
I'll be saving up for that trip to Canada.
Right.
Big time.
All right. And Josh, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go. Now, I mean, in all fairness, I'm relatively new to the whole YouTube scene. And I mean, I've spoken to you, Brian, on multiple occasions on We Are Tottenham TV, and I think that's where it all started. A few years ago, if you were shouting Levy out, and a lot of people would have turned around and called you an idiot.
They did.
But now you've proven every single person right that Levy was the problem in our club, and because of the hard work, you're over here on holiday and you've put in countless amounts of hours, countless amounts of time and effort into spreading the word and making this movement happen, and you've achieved your goal. It's phenomenal to see for the first time in about 10 years. I fucking love Tottenham Hotspur again, and it's because of you. I am wearing a Spurs shirt for the first time in 10 years because of the love that you've made me find for my club yet again.
Yeah.
I actually feel fucking honoured that you actually give me a number, and I know it's something so small, but you gave me your number on Twitter, and I was like, fucking hell. I actually felt privileged. So all I'm going to say is, I mean, everyone's talking like you're fucking dead. Like you're not.
I hope not. I fucking hope not.
You're going back to Canada, but
I mean, this is send off, right?
Yeah.
Canada, right.
I mean, you're only going back to Canada, and I'm sure this isn't going to be the last time that we ever you come over here to come and see Spurs again. And I'm hoping the next time you come over here will be the day that we can all get together and we can shout Levy out together. That's if he hasn't already come before.
There we go.
Right, all I'm going to say is, General Brian Daigle, you've achieved your mission. You've won the. Yeah. We may not have won the war, but you've won the fucking battle, and for that, I fucking salute you. Safe journey home, mate, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Alan?
Yeah, I'll try and keep it short and sweet and quick here, Brian. I know. Obviously, the first time I saw yourself, I think you were with Stell, and you were talking about mental health issues. And that was what kind of like Adam kind of got me, saying, "Oh, who's this guy? Who are these two?" And then obviously, like me being fairly, into getting change happening at Tottenham and that, and trying to force Levy and Enix's hand. I just thought, wait, well, this guy's preaching to me, and I don't know how long ago that was, maybe 10 months or something. And because of yourself, I got involved in all the channels, and it was literally because of you and Harris, And I just got to say, you've done great things for Tottenham. And my uncle, who's 81, who I often go on about, Uncle Jimmy, the man, the reason I support Tottenham, he asked me about you now. He doesn't have YouTube, doesn't watch it. I tell him about you. And he's asking, how's Daigle getting on, man? Is he still going to protest? Is he still doing his bit? So you're not just affecting the guys that are on YouTube here. There's other people out there that, that are really appreciating the work you do. So safe journey, mate. Enjoy the Canadian, whatever it is, maple syrup you get when you get back there, man. Smear yourself in it. You deserve it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, brother Aaron. We'll be keeping in contact. You know that.
Right. And of course, let's.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yes?
I hate to interrupt you, Eugene, but just saying that my battery's about to go dead. It's at 1%. So, Brian, safe journey, and I'll see you later.
Adam, love you, brother. I'll speak to you when I get back.
All right, take care.
Yeah, I'm mopping off too, guys. Thanks a million. Thanks, these all. Thanks to Eugene.
All right.
Brian, everybody.
Big love to all of you.
Okay. And shall we go to Prithvi?
Hi, Brian.
Hello, brother.
I know I've not been here much, but I've been following you. And I know that you're an absolute legend. You've actually turned what we thought would have been an impossible idea. Like you've been pushing at it like for quite a long time, and you actually come on a vacation to England, and you pushed there as well. That's actually something not many people would have done, and I think I definitely respect you for that. Big time. Big up to you, mate, and hope you have a safe journey. Levy out.
Best words, music to my ears.
Yeah. And let's go to rest before we go to the
clan
family. The clan. Yeah. Rest. Go ahead, rest.
So yeah, I'll keep it short. Bri, as your solicitor. I've not known you all that long, but you have become, for me, and I'm sure for many other people, our captain, our beacon, our inspiration. We owe you an enormous debt of gratitude. It's incomparable. Okay? And know that you go home with the thanks and the love of an enormous group of people. Yeah. And some of them don't even know how much they owe you and how much they do. But we do. Okay? We do. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you. Okay? Because you're too big a part of our lives now. Okay?
Yeah, oh, mate, don't you understand? I really am about to cry. Okay.
Okay. Good one, Harris. Right. And let's go to the clan.
Hey, Brian. Go on.
Hello, everyone.
Go on first, off.
Brian, the first time you and I met was yesterday. We've met over the airwaves, but we met properly at the club and yesterday. And I thought, this is a man that means what he says. You've been great. You've been a great leader. And General Daigle suits you, by the way. We've all followed you because we believed in you. We know what we wanted, and you showed us the way. And we all of us, to a man, to a person, to a woman, we all believe in what you've done, said, and we trusted you. And we hope that continues from now until the end of time. As far as I'm concerned, You're a great pal, and it's because of you and Bobby Singh and my daughter that I'm here with this clan. The old fart that I am, but I love it. I love every one of you, and you, sir, are our leading light.
Here.
Yes. Here. Right.
Arthur, thank you, legend. Thank you, legend.
I can't say much because I'm quite choked up at the moment. So I don't even like you. I don't know what I'm doing here. No, seriously, Brian. Your family, you're my brother. Love you loads, and I miss you. Just safe journey, mate. And
straight back at you, Kim, honey, and you and Bobby best be out in Toronto. That you best be one of the first ones out. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's Mummy here. She's so upset she can't speak, but I only met you yesterday, but I love you already, and no, you are a hero, dear. And for going and get that tattoo, this man puts his money where his mouth is.
He does.
Man of his word. Yeah.
No, Godspeed, darling. God bless. And hello to your lovely wife. We've been good to know.
And she just.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Brian, I know that you've taken some blows and darts from idiots that just want to snipe at the sidelines, and you've taken that on our behalf, and it's not gone unnoticed. And loads of love to you.
Loads of love straight back at you.
Glenn just wants to say hello.
Yeah, safe journey, Brian. Bless you. I love it to meet you. You are the top man. You are the general, and you have changed things. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. That's damn right. That's damn right. Guys, listen, I'm just going to say, every single one here, you have no idea what you've done to me, both emotionally, and your words have just blown me away. Like you said, I've come in for a lot of slack at the beginning, and this weren't just me. Yes, I have the platform, but everyone here, Rez was at the first one with me. It's grown and grown. I've got this guy next to me who, first of all, he's gonna get a lot of revenge. Me and Arthur are working on something, so his jokes on
Brian,
YouTube, the revenge is coming. Yes, brother.
Yeah. Hold on, I got some videos for you.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Hold on, huh?
It's not none of my nephews, is it?
This gain is North London's loss, and you are a star, Brian. We need you ongoing in the cause to make Tottenham a club again and not a business, and you are changing minds and hearts in the best possible way for Tottenham.
One more.
The Brian, the life of Brian, let's call it. I mean, you were here. I don't know how long you were here, but you made a huge difference while you were here. I only met you once, but that's more than enough. You know what you're about. You're consistent in meeting you. You're consistent on the YouTube channels, and your message has helped a lot of people to open their eyes to what Levy really is, and to push, to make that little push that people can do as they did in the stadium on Saturday. If the people didn't shout Levy out, we would still be stuck with Nuno right now, I'd imagine. So, massive big up. You're a man of your word. You got the We Are Tottenham tattoo. I'm a bit disappointed it wasn't Daniel Levy with a thumbs up. But no, you're a man of your word. To get it on the bicep as well. Crazy. But no, it's been brilliant. It's been brilliant having you over here. Seeing on We Are Tottenham too. And the difference you made. Everybody really obviously loves being in your presence. As I said, I only got to meet you on the once. But yeah, your efforts were not in vain. They have not been in vain. And yeah, big up, man. Big up, mate. And back to Canada you go. I hope you see your family with your wife that you haven't seen for a long time. And I hope you enjoy yourself when you get back.
And one last one.
Mr. Daigle, you absolute legend. Fancy a tear up. Have a great trip back to Canada, and we'll catch up with you soon. Come on, you Spurs. Enoch out, Levy out.
And I guess these are the videos, right? And of course, let me go through the chats, right? We have Guguma saying, Brian, right, have a safe flight back. Derek Hutchinson says that, Brian Diggle, you're an absolute legend. Safe journey home. Wayne Bonner, Brian Daigle doing a Steve Martin from the plate. Trains and automobiles. Right. All right. Total Tantrum, Dermot, thanks for support. Right. And of course, I don't know how to read this, Brian. It says Lidfrod. And Daigle Mazaltov. Right.
Yep.
And what does it say? Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah. And of course, from Chris Agamba. Right. Brian's an absolute legend. Save Jenny home, my friend. Right. And of course, got Muntasar Ali. Muntasar Ali is a big supporter too. Have a safe journey. Leave out. Right. Brian Daigle in. Right. And of course, one more from Derek Hutchinson. Right. Brian Daigle in UK on White Hart Lane. Right. Guys, I think
General of White Hart Lane.
General of White Hart Lane. Okay. How do you say this, Brian? What time do you have to be at the gate?
I've got time. I'm going to have I was going to have one cigarette, but now I think I need about a box of cigarettes before I get on the plane.
Yeah. And
where's
Bobby?
I just want to say my bit as well.
Okay, Bobby wants the word.
Yeah, Bobby.
Here we go.
So what can I say? You know, personality, stature, morality, man of his word, beautiful human being inside and out. I bet you never thought you'd beat someone like me, would you?
I knew a joke was coming. I just knew it had to be coming.
Enough about me.
The new Spurs bromance, I think.
Yeah. I'd go as far as saying some people will know I lost my brother in March, my younger brother in March, and I never thought I'd find a replacement like this twat over here. He has become a part of the family. He has become a part of my life. Everyone sees what he's done for us Spurs fans with regards to Levy and being at the forefront. And that's there'll be a few people who are going to be
it's an eye mask now. It's an eye mask.
Yeah, a few people were going to be breathing a sigh of relief. You know, Enoch and Wolves.
My parents.
But he's a man of his word. I'm absolutely chuffed and proud to have someone like him in my life. And we're together forever. And
family. We're all family now, right?
That's it. It's family. Right. So I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. I love you.
We all love you. We all love you, Brian.
I love you all. I love you all. And I'm about to lose it emotionally.
I think we better let Brian. Bobby, you better take him for a cigarette or something like that.
Yeah, I am, mate.
Bobby, give him a hug for all of us.
Yeah. Right, and if you can't give him a kiss too,
man.
This is the aftershave you want, you bastard.
Oh yeah.
Brian, have a safe journey. Send our love to Ilana, right? And
I will
see
do
you on Sunday when your cat wakes you up.
Yeah, my cat will wake me up. I'll be whoring myself out to all YouTube channels once the jet lag has worked out. But guys, honestly, I can't even put into words what a way this is to end the best trip I've ever. Jesus Christ, guys. Honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. Johnny says bye-bye to you. Johnny Einstein.
Brian Daigle, who actually gets to wake up with two pussies alongside him every morning. Big up to you. Big up to you.
Do you know what? I was just thinking this is the perfect thing to show my wife. And you've just got to ruin it.
She knows. Big up,
guys.
All right, Brian. Take care.
I love you all. Come look at this fucking camera. Love you all. I will speak to you all when I'm back in Toronto, minus my jet lag. And this doesn't stop. Step 1 has started. And believe me, if he doesn't spend in January, I'll see you on the 2nd of February.
Brian, Scott M says, have a great trip home, Brian. It was great having you back in Canada. Scott is waiting for you back in Canada.
I've got a few people waiting. Yeah, so guys, listen, I am going to have to go before I lose it. Guys, honestly, it's been the greatest time, and I thank each and every one of you for making it like that. Right. And I'm going to go, but I will go and say, they go out, Levy out.
Levy out. They go in. All right.
Eugene, I've got to say thank you for hosting this and making
it happen.
Yes.
Big up, Eugene. Big up.
No problem. No, he deserves it, guys. He deserves it. He's been shouting this for the past 13, 14 years, right? Yeah. So I guess we are just doing him, something for him to feel that the love that we have for him.
It is nothing less than he deserves.
Really does.
Yeah, nothing less than he deserves.
All right.
I also think
I just wanted to say that I never thought I'd ever end up with a Spurs family, and that's what I feel. You're all part family. Of me now.
Love you all. Love you all.
Yeah, love you all.
It's
and
fantastic.
Guys, don't forget we have another prior engagement later. I'll catch up with you guys then, right? And for now, big up to Brian. Safe journey home.
Brian.
General Daigle. General Brian Daigle. That's American. That's the American. All right, guys.
If God Save the Queen, we might have Mari going mad.
It should be. Should be that.
Okay, guys. Thanks for coming on. Right, if I'm not mistaken, our prior engagement is going to start very soon. See you guys later. And again, Levy out.
Big up, everyone. Spurs, Levy out.
Levy out.
From the clan.
From the clan, from the family. Big up to Brian. Safe journey.